The summer I turned 14, I learned what it meant to be invisible. Not the fun kind of invisible where you can sneak around and spy on people, the kind where you stand in your bedroom doorway watching your family load suitcases into the car, pretending they can't see you crying. My name is Hadley, and for 15 years I've been the daughter who doesn't go to the lake house. There just isn't enough room this summer, sweetie, Eloise would say, her perfectly manicured hand resting on my shoulder like a dead weight. Maybe next year. But next year never came. I still remember the last time I touched those cabin keys. Dad had just married Eloise, and I was helping him pack for their first family vacation, except I wasn't family anymore. Not really. Blair and Gabriel need time to adjust, Dad had mumbled, avoiding my eyes. Eloise thinks. It was always what Eloise thought. Yesterday, I got the call about Dad's heart attack. Today, I'm sitting in Ricardo's law office, staring at a letter that's turning my world upside down. Are you sure? I ask for the third time, gripping the armrests of my chair. The lake house? To me? Ricardo nods, sliding his reading glasses off. Your father was very specific, Hadley. The cabin and all its contents are yours alone. No conditions, no sharing clauses. But Eloise doesn't know yet. Ricardo's eyes crinkle with what might be satisfaction. Jared changed his will last year. He left the main house and most assets to Eloise, but the lake house, that was always meant for you. I laugh, but it comes out more like a sob. 15 years too late. There's something else. Ricardo reaches into his desk drawer, pulling out an envelope. He wrote this the day he changed the will. Asked me to give it to you after. The paper trembles in my hands as I unfold it. Dad's messy handwriting fills the page. My dearest Hadley, I know this doesn't make up for the summers I stole from you. I was a coward. Every time you asked to come with us, every time I saw you watching from your window as we drove away, I told myself I was keeping the peace. But I was just keeping quiet. The lake house should have been your home too. Now it's yours completely. Make new memories there. Better ones. I'm sorry I didn't stand up for you then. Maybe this will help you stand up for yourself now. Love, Dad. When can I take possession? My voice sounds stronger than I feel. Ricardo hands me a set of keys. It's yours as of today, though I should mention, Eloise usually opens the cabin for the season next weekend. Usually, I repeat, running my thumb over the familiar brass key. But not anymore. Hadley. Ricardo's tone turns cautious. What are you planning? I think about 14-year-old me, unpacking a bag I'd hopefully filled with swimsuits and sunscreen. About all the Facebook photos of Blair and Gabriel lounging on the dock while I sat home alone. About Eloise's smug smile every time she'd say, "Family tradition." Nothing dramatic, I assure him, standing up. I'm just going to change the locks. And then I slip the keys into my pocket, feeling their weight like a promise. Then I'm going to wait for them to realize they're the ones locked out this time. Ricardo sighs but doesn't argue. He's known our family too long, seen too much. Your father also left you this. He hands me a small safe key. There's a wall safe in the master bedroom. Whatever's inside, he wanted you to find it. As I drive home, Dad's letter burns a hole in my jacket pocket. Part of me wants to cry for the father who finally grew a backbone after death. Part of me wants to scream at him for waiting so long, but mostly I think about Eloise's face when she pulls up to the cabin next weekend, designer luggage in tow, only to find her key doesn't work anymore. I think about Blair and Gabriel realizing their summer paradise isn't actually theirs. I think about 15 years of exclusion finally coming full circle. My phone buzzes, a text from Leah. How did it go with Ricardo? I park in my driveway and type back, Dad left me the lake house, just me. No one else knows yet. 3 dots appear immediately. Holy shit, what are you going to do? I look at the keys glinting in my palm, thinking about all those summers watching them leave without me, about how it felt to be the family ghost, always haunting the edges but never allowed in. I'm going to teach them what it feels like to be left out, I reply, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. The lake house key feels different in my hand now that it's mine. Standing in the driveway, I take in the cedar siding, the wraparound porch, the wind chimes Dad hung 15 years ago. Everything looks exactly the same, frozen in time like a museum of my exclusion. Need some moral support? Leah's voice crackles through my phone speaker. I'm fine, I lie, climbing the front steps. Just taking it in. Send me pictures. I want to see what the inside looks like after all these years. The lock sticks a bit, probably from Eloise's expensive but useless weatherproofing treatments. Inside, the air is stale and heavy with artificial pine scent. Everything is perfectly arranged, like a magazine spread, color-coordinated throw pillows, artfully draped blankets, family photos everywhere. I stop short at those. In every single one, I'm conspicuously absent. They're all here, I tell Leah, walking from frame to frame. Blair's graduation, Gabriel's college acceptance, family Christmases, summer barbecues, 15 years of memories I wasn't allowed to be part of. Take them down. Already on it. I start pulling frames off the walls, stacking them in a box. I'm donating them to Goodwill. Let some other family enjoy Eloise's perfect staging. The locksmith arrives at 10. He's quick and professional, changing every lock in under an hour. The new keys are silver instead of brass, a small detail that feels significant somehow. All set, he says, handing me the paperwork. Need anything else? I shake my head, already imagining Eloise's key failing to turn. This is perfect. I spend the morning cleaning, opening windows to let out the artificial pine smell. In the kitchen, I find Eloise's precious wine collection, all carefully labeled with "Do Not Touch" stickers. I move them to the garage. The master bedroom is last. The wall safe Ricardo mentioned is hidden behind a terrible painting of a sailboat. My hands shake as I insert the key. Inside, I find a stack of papers and a small leather journal. The first document makes my heart stop. It's a divorce petition dated 3 years ago but never filed. Dad's signature is there, but it's crossed out. Holy shit, I whisper, snapping a photo for Leah. The journal is Dad's. The first entry reads, I should have chosen Hadley. Every time I should have chosen my daughter. Eloise threatened to leave if I didn't put our new family first, but maybe I should have let her go. My phone rings. It's Ricardo. Hadley? Just wanted to let you know Eloise called the office. She's trying to schedule the annual opening of the cabin for next weekend. I smile. What did you tell her? That she needs to contact the property's new owner. I didn't specify who that was. Perfect. I've already changed the locks. Be careful, he warns. Eloise doesn't handle losing control well. Neither do I reply, thinking of all those lonely summers. That's something she's about to learn. I spend the afternoon redecorating. The pretentious nautical theme gives way to soft blues and greens. I hang art I actually like. In the kitchen, I replace Eloise's house rules sign with a framed copy of my deed. The dock needs work. The boards are weathered and loose. I'm measuring for repairs when I hear a car in the driveway. Ducking behind a tree, I watch Gabriel's BMW pull up. He doesn't notice the new locks at first, just tries his key repeatedly before checking his phone. Mom, I hear him say. Something's wrong with my key. No, I'm sure I'm doing it right. What do you mean, new owner? I step out from behind the tree. Having trouble? Gabriel spins around, his face flushing red. What are you doing here? I live here now. I hold up my new silver key. Dad left me the cabin. That's impossible. Mom says... Mom's wrong. I walk past him to unlock the door. And you're trespassing. This is our family cabin. No, I correct him. This was your summer vacation spot, but it was my inheritance. I step inside and start to close the door. Oh, and Gabriel? If you come back without permission, I'm calling the police. The door clicks shut on his shocked face. Through the window, I watch him storm back to his car, already dialing Eloise. My phone buzzes with Leah's response to the divorce papers. This changes everything. She must have blackmailed him into staying. Probably, I text back. But that's not even the biggest news. Gabriel just showed up. Had to tell him the new house rules. How'd he take it? I watch his BMW peel out of the driveway, gravel spraying. About as well as you'd expect. But that was just the preview. Wait until Eloise shows up. I pull out my laptop and open a new document. At the top I type, "The Reclamation Diary, How I Got My House Back." From somewhere upstairs I hear a floorboard creak. But when I check, all the rooms are empty. I must be imagining things, right? The hiking trail behind the lake house gives me a perfect view of the driveway. I've been waiting here since dawn, knowing they'll come. Gabriel's warning call to Eloise guaranteed it. Right on schedule, 3 cars pull up, Eloise's Mercedes, Blair's Audi, and Gabriel trailing in his BMW. They're dressed for a vacation that isn't happening, loaded down with designer luggage and grocery bags. "I don't understand," Blair says, shifting her yoga mat under her arm. "The key worked fine last summer." Eloise marches to the front door, her heels clicking against the path. I can practically smell her expensive perfume from here. She tries her key once, twice, then starts pounding on the door. "This is ridiculous!" She pulls out her phone, probably calling Ricardo again. I can hear her voice carrying across the yard. "What do you mean you can't help? I've been coming here for 20 years. Through my binoculars, I watch Gabriel find the notice I posted by the door. His face turns that familiar shade of angry red as he reads it aloud. "Notice of property transfer. This residence is now under new private ownership. All previous access agreements are void. Trespassing will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law." "Private ownership?" Blair sounds confused. "Dad would never sell the cabin." "He didn't sell it," Gabriel snaps. "Hadley's here. She claims Dad left it to her." Eloise goes very still. Even from my hiding spot, I can see her shoulders tense. "That's impossible. I saw her yesterday. She changed the locks." "She can't do that." Blair drops her yoga mat. "Can she?" "Oh, but I can." I step out from the trees, enjoying their startled faces. "And I did." Eloise recovers first, plastering on her fake smile. "Hadley, darling, there must be some mistake. This is our family vacation home." "Not anymore." I hold up my deed. "Dad left it to me, just me. Ricardo has all the paperwork if you'd like to verify. Your father would never, but he did." I walk closer, savoring each step. 15 years of keeping me away, and now you're the ones who can't get in. Karma's funny like that. Blair steps forward, looking genuinely distressed. "But where are we supposed to go? We always spend summers here." "You'll figure it out." I shrug. "I did." "This is bullshit!" Gabriel lunges forward, but Eloise grabs his arm. "Don't!" she hisses. "Not here." She turns to me, voice honey-sweet. "Hadley, surely we can discuss this like adults? Come to some arrangement? Like the arrangement where I spent every summer alone while you played happy family without me? That was different. You were difficult." "I was 14!" The words explode out of me. "I was a child whose father just remarried, and you systematically cut me out of every family event for 15 years. Blair's eyes widen. "Mom, what is she talking about?" "She's being dramatic," Eloise dismisses. "She chose not to come." "Really?" I pull out my phone, opening the photos I took of Dad's journal. "Should I read what Dad wrote about those choices? About how you threatened to leave if he didn't exclude me?" Eloise's face goes white. "Where did you get that?" "The same place I found the divorce papers he never filed." I smile, channeling her own fake sweetness. "There's a lot of interesting reading in that wall safe." "You had no right." "I had every right. This is my house now." I start walking toward the front door. "And you're trespassing." "Mom?" Blair's voice shakes. "What divorce papers?" Not now, Blair. Eloise's mask is cracking. She grabs her phone again, fingers trembling as she types. I'm calling our lawyer. Go ahead. I unlock the door. I'm sure they'd love to hear about the trust fund transfers, too. That makes her freeze. What did you say? Oh, did you think Dad didn't know about those? It's amazing what people write down when they're feeling guilty. Gabriel steps toward me menacingly. You little... Careful, I warn. Security cameras are already running, and unlike you, I actually have permission to be here. My phone buzzes, a text from Eloise. You don't deserve it. I look up from the screen, meeting her eyes. Maybe not, but I own it, and you have exactly 5 minutes to leave before I call the police. They leave in a flurry of slammed car doors and squealing tires. Only Blair looks back, her expression unreadable. Once they're gone, my hands start shaking. I sink onto the porch steps, adrenaline crashing. My phone rings. It's Leah. How did it go? Better than I expected. I watch a boat cruise across the lake, something tight unwinding in my chest. But I don't think it's over? Of course not. Eloise won't give up that easily. I know. I stand up, brushing off my jeans. But neither will I. Not this time. From inside the house comes that creaking sound again. This time, I'm sure I'm not imagining it. Someone else is here. The creaking leads me upstairs, my heart pounding with each step. The sound seems to be coming from Dad's old office, a room I've been avoiding since I got here. Hello? I call out, pushing the door open slowly. The window is open, curtains billowing in the breeze. That explains the noise, but something else catches my eye. The filing cabinet drawer is slightly ajar. I know I closed it yesterday. My phone rings, making me jump. It's Ricardo. Hadley, we need to talk. Eloise just left my office. Let me guess. She's contesting the will? No, actually. She was asking about your father's financial records, specifically about transfers from the family trust. I slide the filing cabinet shut. She's worried about what I found. What did you find? Records showing she moved money from my college fund into accounts for Blair and Gabriel. I sit at Dad's desk, opening his laptop. Dad knew. He kept copies of everything. Be careful, Hadley. If you accuse her of financial misconduct, she'll what? Sue me? The proof is right here. I start scanning through Dad's files. Look at this. Emails between Dad and his bank, questioning transfers she made without his permission, dating back years. Send me copies, Ricardo says. And Hadley, check your security cameras. Eloise mentioned something about retrieving personal property from the cabin. That explains the open window. Someone was here? Want me to call the police? Not yet. I pull up the camera feed on my phone. First, I want to know what they were looking for. After hanging up, I drive to Leah's house. She's already waiting with coffee and her laptop. Okay, she says, pulling up Facebook. Look at this post from 3 years ago. It's a photo of Dad and Eloise at the lake house. They're smiling, but Dad's smile looks strained. The caption reads, "Another perfect summer with my soulmate. Chaque blessed son family first." That's the same day as the divorce papers, I realize. Exactly. And look at the comments. Leah scrolls down. Your Aunt Maria asked why you were never in any photos. Eloise deleted the comment, but Maria messaged me about it. Maria? I haven't spoken to her in years. What did she say? That she confronted your dad about excluding you. He broke down, admitted Eloise had been threatening to leave and take Blair if he didn't choose her family over you. My coffee goes cold as we dig deeper. Old photos, deleted comments, family members who'd been quietly watching the whole time. The picture gets clearer with each click. She isolated him, Leah concludes, just like she isolated you. My phone buzzes, a voicemail from Gabriel. Listen up, you entitled bitch. You think you can just steal our house? Mom's going to destroy you. We know things about you, things that would break poor Daddy's heart if he was still alive. Back off now, or else. Charming as ever, Leah mutters. What are you going to do? Before I can answer, my laptop pings with an email notification. It's from an address I don't recognize, but the subject line stops me cold. What Jared never told you. Inside is a single photo attachment. With shaking hands, I click it open. It's Dad, sitting at his desk, head in his hands. The timestamp shows it was taken 2 days before he died. Attached is a note. I took this the day he changed his will. He knew what Eloise had done with the money, knew how she'd manipulated everyone. The guilt was killing him. Check the loose floorboard under his desk at the cabin. There's a letter he wrote you that Eloise made him hide. A friend. Maria, Leah guesses? Maybe. I forward the email to Ricardo. But whoever it is, they were in the house today. Back at the cabin, I pry up the floorboard. Sure enough, there's an envelope, dated just weeks before Dad's death. Dearest Hadley, by the time you read this, I'll have either found the courage to stand up to Eloise or died a coward. The lake house is yours now, my last chance to give you back something she stole. There's more you need to know about the money, about why I stayed so long. It's all in the safe deposit box at First National, box 247. The key is taped under my desk drawer. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I hope someday you can forgive me. Love, Dad. My phone lights up with a text from Blair. We need to talk, alone, please. I stare at the message, then at the letter. Dad's last words feel like a road map, leading somewhere I'm not sure I want to go, but I've come too far to stop now. Okay, I text back. Tomorrow, just you. The truth is coming out, one piece at a time. I just hope I'm ready for whatever's in that safe deposit box. Blair arrives at sunset, alone like she promised. She's wearing jeans instead of her usual designer outfits, and her face is makeup-free. She looks younger, more like the little sister I never got to know. Mom doesn't know I'm here, she says, following me onto the porch. Want some tea? I hold up the kettle I've prepared. Dad's old chamomile blend. She nods, wrapping her arms around herself. I found something in Mom's study last night, after everything you said about the trust fund. What did you find? Blair pulls out her phone, hands shaking slightly. Bank statements, lots of them, and this email chain between Mom and her financial advisor. She passes me the phone. I think my entire college fund was actually yours. I scan the emails, my throat tightening. She transferred it the summer I turned 15. Right after you stopped coming to the lake house. Blair's voice cracks. Except you didn't stop coming, did you? She stopped letting you come. Blair, tell me the truth. Please. All these years, I thought you just didn't want to be around us. I pour the tea, buying time to steady my voice. Do you remember the summer your mom married Dad? Vaguely. I was 9. I was 14. I had my bags packed for the lake house, had them packed for weeks. But the day you all left, Eloise told Dad there wasn't enough room in the car. I stare into my cup. That was the first time. After that, there was always some reason I couldn't come. She used to say things about you, Blair admits quietly, when Dad wasn't around, that you were jealous, unstable, that you'd try to hurt us. And you believed her. I was a kid. I didn't know. She wipes her eyes. Yesterday, when you mentioned divorce papers, Mom completely lost it, started shredding documents in her office. That's when I found the bank statements. A noise from inside the house makes us both jump. I grab my phone, ready to call the police, but Blair grabs my arm. Wait, I think that's just the old water heater. It always made that sound, remember? I wouldn't know, I say quietly. I was never here. Blair's face crumples. God, Hadley, I'm so sorry. I should have seen what was happening. You were 9. It wasn't your fault. But I'm not 9 anymore. She pulls something else from her pocket, a small red notebook. I took this from Mom's desk, too. It's her personal diary. My hands shake as I take it. Have you read it? Some. It's bad, Hadley. The things she wrote about you, about Dad. She was planning to... Glass shatters inside the house. This time we both know it's not the water heater. Someone's inside, Blair whispers. I'm already dialing 911 when we hear footsteps upstairs. Heavy ones. Gabriel, Blair mouths silently. We slip inside through the kitchen door. I can hear him moving around in Dad's office, cursing under his breath. It has to be here somewhere, it ain't, he mutters. Mom said check the floorboards. Blair starts to step forward, but I pull her back, pointing to my phone. The 911 operator is typing our location. Something crashes upstairs. Through the window, I see a dark figure climbing down the trellis. A second intruder. Police are 3 minutes out, I whisper to Blair. She nods, then freezes. On the coffee table, clearly visible, is the family photo I just framed this morning. In it, someone has circled Eloise's face in red marker. Gabriel appears at the top of the stairs, clutching papers. When he sees us, his face twists with rage. You little snitch, he snarls at Blair. Mom was right. You're just as bad as she is. Gabriel, stop! Blair steps in front of me. This has to end. Oh, it's ending all right. He holds up the papers triumphantly. Once Mom sees what's in Dad's letter, sirens wail in the distance. Gabriel's eyes go wide. You called the cops? You actually called the cops on your own brother? Stepbrother, I correct him, holding up my phone. And you're on camera, breaking and entering. He runs for the back door, just as police lights flood the driveway. I hear shouting, then the thud of bodies hitting the ground. Blair grabs my hand. Hadley, there's something else you need to know, about why Dad changed his will when he did. But before she can continue, an officer appears in the doorway. Ms. Summers, we've apprehended 2 suspects. Would you like to press charges? I look at Blair, then at the red circled photo. Yes, I say firmly. Yes, I would. Through the window, I watch them load Gabriel into a police car. The second intruder is already inside another cruiser, face hidden in shadow. But somehow, I know exactly who it is. And this is only the beginning. The second intruder turns out to be Eloise's personal assistant, James. He cracks under questioning immediately, telling the police everything, how Eloise sent them to find Dad's letters, how she's been monitoring my movements, how she planned to reclaim what's rightfully hers. She's spiraling, Ricardo warns me over the phone. The police report is public record now. Local news picked it up. Good. I'm sitting in his office, reviewing the contents of Dad's safe deposit box. Let everyone see who she really is. The box contained exactly what Dad promised, proof of everything, bank records, emails, even recorded conversations. But it's his final video message that changes everything. Play it again, I tell Ricardo, and he clicks the file. Dad's tired face fills the screen. Hadley, if you're watching this, then I couldn't fix things in time. Eloise, she's been embezzling from the family trust for years. When I confronted her, she threatened to destroy your reputation if I didn't play along. Said she'd make sure everyone believed you were unstable, dangerous. That's why he stayed, Ricardo explains softly. To protect you. But why didn't he just expose her? Keep watching. Dad's voice breaks. She has proof I knew about the transfers. If I turned her in, I'd go down too. I was a coward, sweetheart, but I'm making it right now. Everything's documented here. Use it however you need to. I close the laptop, hands shaking. I need to think. Back at the lake house, I start writing. Everything pours out. Every excluded summer, every manipulated moment, every stolen dollar. I title it simply, The House My Father Gave Me. Leah reads it first. You have to publish this. It'll destroy them. They destroyed themselves. She hands me back my laptop. Truth isn't revenge, Hadley. It's justice. I post it at midnight. By morning, it's viral. The comments flood in. This happened to me, too. My stepmom did the same thing. Your father tried to make it right in the end. That counts for something. Financial abuse is still abuse. Thank you for speaking up. My phone explodes with notifications. Local news wants interviews. National outlets are calling. The lake house starts trending. Blair shows up around noon, looking shell-shocked. "Have you seen Mom's Facebook post?" "No." She pulls it up. Dozens of old vacation photos, all tagged with honged family memories and, oh, Daddy's girl. The caption reads, "Missing my beloved Jared. He would be heartbroken to see his daughter turning against us like this." "She's trying to control the narrative," Blair says, "but people aren't buying it. They're asking why there are no photos of you." My post has been shared thousands of times. Each share brings more stories, more revelations. People who knew Dad, who suspected something was wrong but never spoke up. Ricardo calls again. Eloise's lawyer reached out. They want to negotiate. About what? "She'll sign a statement admitting to the financial misconduct if you'll take down the post and sell her the lake house." I laugh. "Not a chance." "Hadley." He pauses. "She's desperate. That makes her dangerous." As if on cue, my security camera app pings. Eloise's Mercedes is pulling into the driveway. "She's here," I tell Ricardo. "I'll call you back." I watch through the window as she steps out, carrying something in her hand. My blood runs cold when I realize what it is, a gas can. "Hadley!" she shouts, stumbling slightly. "Come out and face me." I press record on my phone and step onto the porch. "You're trespassing again, Eloise." "You ungrateful little bitch." She sloshes the gas can, liquid splashing her designer shoes. "You think you can humiliate me? Destroy my family?" "You did that yourself." "This house was mine." She starts pouring gasoline on the porch steps. "Everything was perfect until you ruined it." "Mom, stop." Blair appears from around the side of the house. I hadn't even seen her car. "Stay out of this." Eloise pulls out a lighter. "If I can't have this house, no one can." "That's not how this ends," I say calmly, still recording. "Look around, Eloise. Really look." She freezes as police sirens wail in the distance. Blair's holding up her phone. She called them the moment she saw her mother arrive. "It's over," I tell her. "The truth is out. The house is mine, and you're about to be arrested for attempted arson." The lighter falls from her shaking hand as police cars flood the driveway. "You ruined everything," she whispers as they handcuff her. I watch them lead her away, thinking of all the summers I spent alone, all the family moments I missed. "No," I say, mostly to myself. "You did that. I'm just taking back what's mine." Blair touches my arm. "What happens now?" I look at the house, my house, still standing strong despite everything. Now we make new memories. Better ones? But first, I need to wash away the gasoline. The courthouse is packed for Eloise's arraignment. Breaking and entering, attempted arson, financial fraud. The charges keep piling up as more evidence emerges. I sit in the back row with Blair, watching Eloise's perfect mask finally crack. "How do you plead?" the judge asks. Eloise stands, designer outfit replaced by standard issue court attire. "Not guilty, Your Honor." Blair grips my hand. "She's still lying." "Of course she is," I whisper back. "It's all she knows how to do." The prosecutor presents the evidence. My viral blog post, security camera footage, Dad's video testimony, bank records. With each new revelation, Eloise seems to shrink smaller in her chair. Then comes the surprise witness, James, her former assistant. "Ms. Bradley Summers instructed me to destroy specific documents," he testifies. "She said if Mr. Summers ever found out about the trust fund transfers, it would ruin everything." "And did Mr. Summers find out?" "Yes, 3 days before he died." The courtroom erupts in whispers. Blair's hand tightens around mine. "What happened when he confronted her?" the prosecutor asks. James glances at Eloise. "She threatened to expose his role in covering up the transfers. Said she'd make sure his daughter knew he chose money over her. He had a heart attack that night." "You killed him," I say out loud, my voice carrying in the sudden silence. The stress of your threats killed him. Order! The judge bangs his gavel. Eloise turns to face me, her eyes wild. He chose this. He chose to protect our family. Your family, I correct her. Never mine. The evidence keeps mounting. Gabriel, trying to save himself, testifies about years of financial manipulation. How Eloise used the stolen money to fund their lavish lifestyle while I worked through college. During a recess, Ricardo pulls me aside. They're offering a plea deal. She admits to everything, serves minimal time, pays full restitution. And what do they want in return? For you to stop talking to the media. No more blog posts, no interviews. I look at Blair, who's been my unexpected ally through all this. She shakes her head. The truth matters more than money, she says. Back in session, Eloise's lawyer announces they're rejecting the plea deal, but something's changed in Eloise's demeanor. She looks desperate. Your Honor, she stands suddenly. I'd like to address the court. The judge nods. Proceed. Everything they're saying, it's true. Her voice shakes. I did it all. The money, the manipulation, the threats. I couldn't stand the way Jared looked at Hadley, like she was the only thing that mattered, so I made sure she didn't matter anymore. Blair starts to stand, but I pull her back down. I told myself it was for our family, Eloise continues, but really it was just for me, my control, my perfect life, and now it's gone anyway. The judge leans forward. Are you changing your plea, Ms. Bradley Summers? Yes. She turns to face me directly. Guilty to all of it. The sentencing is swift. 5 years in prison, full financial restitution, no contact orders for all involved parties. As they lead her away, she calls out, Hadley, please, I'm sorry. No, I reply calmly. You're just sorry you got caught. Outside the courthouse, reporters swarm us. Blair steps up to the microphone first. My mother destroyed 2 families with her actions. She doesn't get to hide from that anymore. And you, Hadley? A reporter asks. What happens now? I think about the lake house, about all the summers ahead. Now I'm going to do what my father wanted, make new memories, better ones. With your sister, someone points to Blair. We look at each other, really look at each other, maybe for the first time. Yes, Blair says firmly, with my sister. Later that night, we sit on the lake house porch, watching the sunset. The gas stains are gone, replaced by fresh paint. Inside, boxes of Eloise's things wait to be donated. Gabriel called, Blair says quietly. He's checking into rehab, says he wants to make amends someday. Someday, I repeat. Not today. No, not today. She hands me a photo she found, one I've never seen before. It shows Dad holding me as a baby, looking at me with pure love. She couldn't erase everything, Raha, Blair says. My phone buzzes with another media request, but I ignore it. The story's already out there, helping others recognize similar patterns in their own families. What do we do now? Blair asks. I look at the lake, at the house, at my sister. We start over, one summer at a time. The sun sets on the water, painting everything gold. Finally, after 15 years, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And this time, no one can make me leave. The lake is perfect for swimming today, but I'm busy setting up folding chairs on the lawn. 20 teenage girls are arriving this afternoon for the first session of Summer Stories, my new writing retreat for young people dealing with family trauma. Need help with those? Blair calls from the dock, where she's arranging kayaks. Almost done. I check my phone. Another message from Gabriel's rehab center. He's been sending weekly updates, each one a small step toward redemption. I'm not ready to respond yet, but I save them all. The first car pulls up, a mother and daughter from Ohio. The girl clutches a notebook, looking as nervous as I used to feel standing in this driveway. Welcome to the lake house, I say, extending my hand. I'm Hadley. I read your blog post, the girl whispers. My stepdad, he does the same things. That's why we're here. I guide her to the porch. To tell our stories, to make them heard. More cars arrive, more girls with notebooks and scared eyes. Some have step-parents who push them out. Others have parents who chose new families over them. All of them need what I needed, space to belong. Blair helps check them in, handling paperwork with the parents. She's different now, softer, more genuine. The entitled Princess Eloise created is gone, replaced by someone who understands the value of truth. Mail came, Leah announces, arriving with a stack of letters. Including this. She hands me an envelope with a prison return address. I've received one every week since Eloise's sentencing, but I haven't opened any of them. Still not ready? Blair asks. Maybe never. I add it to the box labeled Past in Dad's old office. The girls gather on the lawn, introducing themselves. Their stories pour out immediately. They recognize something in each other, the same way Blair and I finally recognized ourselves. My mom says I'm too difficult, one girl admits. Mine pretends I don't exist when her new family visits, says another. That stops here, I tell them. This is your space, your story, your summer. We spend the afternoon writing, sharing, healing. The lake house fills with voices that were previously silenced. Every girl gets a key to the front door. Symbolic, but powerful. I never thought I'd feel safe in a family home again, one girl tells me during dinner. Neither did I admit. But sometimes we have to build our own safe spaces. After dinner, Blair helps me clean up. Gabriel called again, she says. He's completed the program, wants to know if he can visit. What do you think? She considers this. I think people can change, if they really want to. Maybe. I look at the girls laughing on the dock. But change has to be earned. Ricardo drops by with news. The court has released the last of Dad's assets. Everything's settled, he says. Legally, at least. Thank you, I tell him, for believing me back then, for helping me fight. Your father would be proud, he says simply, of both of you. That night, I find Blair sitting in Dad's office, looking at old photos. I found his camera, she says. The memory card was still in it. She shows me the last photo Dad ever took, a sunset over the lake, the day before his heart attack. The caption reads, "Saving this view for Hadley." He never stopped thinking about you, Blair says softly. I know that now. Outside, the girls are having a bonfire, sharing more stories. Their voices carry across the water, strong, clear, unafraid. Think we should tell them about the time Gabriel fell off the dock? Blair asks, grinning. Only if we tell them about your failed water skiing attempt, too. We join the circle, adding our stories to theirs. The fire throws shadows across faces that look less scared now, more certain of their place in the world. My phone buzzes, another media request for a follow-up story. But the real story is happening right here, around this fire, in these voices finally being heard. Later, locking up for the night, I find a note slipped under my door. It's from one of the girls. Thank you for showing us that sometimes the happy ending isn't about forgiveness. Sometimes it's about finding your own strength. I pin it to Dad's old bulletin board, next to my copy of the house deed. The keys, both old and new, go in the drawer marked past. Because the future isn't about locked doors anymore. It's about opening them for others who need a safe place to land. I am not the family ghost anymore. I am the keeper of keys, the teller of truth, the builder of better summers, and I'm just getting started.